2,000 point battle report, Purge, with Dawn of War deployment. It is night fighting. We have all sorts of weirdness. This is a Chaos Temple, so those guys get to reroll their Invulnerable saves. All of these forests are alien forests. That's an alien artifact. And the deployment, let's see, we got on the sister side a straight up 3 Penitent Engine squad. Exorcist and Exorcist. They have a Guard Leman Russ Eradicator. There's a sister squad here. They've got a Aegis line with a quad cannon and Uriah standing there. He's not the Warlord. The Warlord here is St. Celestine. There's another Battle Sister squad here. They have a Heavy Bolter. This one here had a Multi-Melta. There's a Guard Veteran squad with a Las cannon and 2 plasma guns. And then there's the Company Command squad with a Mortar and a Master of Ordnance and the Company Commander. And then in reserve, we've got a Vendetta, Immolators in a... Dominions in an Immolator and Marbo, along with 5 Seraphim, wielding 2 of them wielding Inferno pistols. All right, on Chaos side we got
Plage
Marines
in there.
And this one's different from the others.
4 plus the boss.
4 plus the boss.
2 Meltas in that group, and the other ones are 6 plus the boss with 2 Meltas.
So 6 Meltas.
And the bosses have Power Fists.
So all these are the same except for this one, which just has 1 less.
Yes,
or 2 less.
2 less. There's 9 Oblits, 2 groups of 21.
And how many squads are those? Is it 3, 3, 3?
3, yeah. 2 groups of zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah.
So 2 groups of 21 zombies?
2 groups of 21, and they'll be coming in from reserve.
They're somewhere down there under the table.
Typhus is the Warlord, he'll be coming in from reserve.
And our Warlord traits, what did yours do? Well, you have Typhus. He's got a defined Warlord trait. So, Guard Sister turn 1 is done. Not a whole lot happened, actually. Pretty much nothing happened, right? I killed an Oblit. The Master of Ordnance kills an Oblit. Everything else shot this Rhino in the back here. That Rhino was spotlit with the first hit, and then it's got a 4-up cover save because of the Chaos Temple, and it rolls every single one of them. And this alien artifact is a time flow stabilizer identified by the Penitent Engines. So it gives everyone initiative 10 within 6 inches of it. So we're now on to Chaos round 1. Chaos moving. This Rhino in the back. It immobilized itself, but it popped smoke. This one has popped smoke. Actually, they all pop smoke after moving. They're taking a lot of cover. And then the Oblits just pretty much stand where they are. So not much in terms of movement. Turn 1 is done. St. Celestine is killed by Plasma. She fails her saves. 1 Penitent Engine explodes, 1 Penitent Engine wrecks, and that's it for shooting. So we're on to Sisters round 2, where they're going to have 5 faith points, and St. Celestine is going to get back up with all her wounds. So on the outflank, Dominions come in here, they jump out of their Immolator, and that Vendetta comes flying in from outflank on that. This movement is done. This group, it's a bit of coherency out of it. Okay, this group here has moved forward. They did leave cover. St. Celestine flies over here. Dominions get out. These 2 guard in the command squad, they move, make sure they're in coherency. They move where they are. Exorcist stays put. Leman Russ stays put. Exorcist pretty much stays put. That Pent Engine is moving as fast as it can. Uriah falls back, and we're on to shooting. Yeah. All right, so shooting is done for the Sisters. We blew up a Rhino. Wounded a Oblit. And did we blow up a Rhino in the back? Yeah, so there's some guys like right there. So that Rhino got taken out by the Vendetta, and that was it. There's a lot of shooting, and not much went on, so now we're going to go to assault. Neither St. Celestine nor the Penitent Engine make their charge, and no one else is going to move on the assault, so we're just seeing if Celestine gets killed on Overwatch. she does get hit by a Melta. So St. Celestine gets hit by a Melta and survives, and so we're on to round 2 for Chaos. Alright, so movement is done. Those zombies in the back, a whole line of them, 21 come walking on. Oblets don't move. This Rhino did its 12 and then 8, so 18-inch move with its run. Did not immobilize itself. Those guys got out. They only moved 2 inches. These guys come really close, 1 inch from the immolator. That thing did not restart itself on the shooting phase, and we're on to the rest of shooting now for Chaos. Shooting is done. A guard was killed here by plasma gun or cannon. The Pentadon engine, the last one, gets taken down by multiple multi-meltas, and it took all of them to bring it down. And a girl here, a Dominion with a Melta, got shot by a pistol and dies. And that's it for shooting. All right, so the one assault that goes on, this Dominion, the one with the Melta, is here. But the champion here turned into a Chaos spawn by winning a challenge and killing the Sister Superior. So Ken's getting the spawn. Have 4 faith points. The Seraphim come landing in right here. We're done with movement. That immolator moves up here. Oh, we haven't moved St. Celestine yet. We'll move her in a second. These girls are stringing. These guys are staying put. These girls are sort of coming at the Oblets over there. And Exorcist falls behind the Lehman Rust for cover. Right, Sisters, shooting is done. We killed most of the Plague Marines back there. Didn't shoot that Rhino again. Well, shot it with a flamer, but didn't wound it. This Chaos spawn here was killed by las cannon and plasma, though that Seraphim squad accomplished nothing. And then we killed one Oblet. Was that the extent of it?
Put a wound on him.
I put a wound on one other set of shooting. We forgot that. Vendetta blew up the Rhino. And on the assault, St. Celestine charges the lone Plague Marine, and then these 3 Plague Marines are going to do bad things to that one lone Seraphim. St. Celestine won that combat, and the lone Dominion was of course killed by Plague Marines. And they consolidated 6. And then we're on to Chaos, what, round 3?
Yeah.
Chaos 3.
No, they didn't move yet.
They didn't move. Okay, so these guys aren't going to move. We're done with Chaos movement. The other zombies came in, so pretty much this is a wall of zombies on the back. Crawling forward, which the Sisters are going to largely ignore because we can't hurt them. And then there's a bunch of guys in a Rhino here that they're going to line break if they jump out next turn. And that's it for movement. Oblets kind of scatter around in the ruins. Shooting, Seraphim goes down. A girl dies up here, the one with the Melta. And a bunch of guard die, but they manage to make their morale. These girls here also make their morale so they don't flee. And they're going to get assaulted by those Plague Marines. Here get attacked by the Plague Marines, and nothing happens. Pretty much everyone just beats on each other, and then their armor saves them. So Sisters' movement, I think, is done. It really wasn't much. The Vendetta flies off into ongoing reserve. These girls stay where they are. They're the only ones that moved. Yep, the immolator moved. So for shooting, these girls are going to run 4 inches. St. Celestine doesn't move. The immolator moves 4 inches. We shot an Oblet over there, the lone Oblet, many times. Las cannon did nothing. Orbital barrage from the Massive Ordnance does nothing. The quad cannon here takes out that Rhino, and then these guys are hanging out behind it where they have full cover. The Lehman Rust shot them, didn't do anything. Exorcist shot, and they can't kill the Oblet, as neither could those girls. And so we're on to assault. Charges in on that assault, and that's the only assault. One Plague Marine remains, but everyone's fearless because of St. Celestine, and the Plague Marines are fearless, so they just all kind of hang out. And we're moving on to bottom of 4. Typhus came in, he deep struck, he flew off the table, he rolls a 4, he's back in reserves. So a movement is done. These guys coming up behind this tank, we measured carefully to make sure that no one can see them on their cover, and they're still line breaking. Immolator is shaken, took a hull point from multiple las cannons. Exorcist got hit, amazing, it rolled 2 6s on its save. This Lehman Rust took a hull point, it's glanced, and the quad cannon took a wound, so it's taken 1 wound. And that was it for shooting, so we're just going to do this one assault. Celestine kills the Plague Marine, and then they consolidate. These forests are ordinary and pleasant, not trying to kill me. And we're on to shooting. Covered movement. Movement! Girls fly this way. Girls run this way. St. Celestine lands in the train, rolls a 1, makes her save. Immolator does not immobilize itself. And these guys kind of spread out a little bit, but not much else in terms of moving. It's the end of Sisters, round 5. We killed an oblit. He got shot with a lot. He even got hit with the multi-melt on this immolator that was immobilized. I mean, it was shaken, and it hit him, but it didn't do anything. These girls are running. Everything else shot oblets, and they're darn hard to kill. So other than one lone zombie and an oblit, not much happened this round. And we're on to Chaos 5. So on the deep strike, Typhus lands right here, scatters 11 inches off the table, rolls a 1, and dies. He just hangs out in the warp. He didn't like this fight. That was 1 for the whole point. And that was sad because that was 2 points for the Sisters, Warlord, and a point. So we're on to the rest of Chaos. These guys multi-melted this immolator, and after moving and everything, they rolled all 1s and 2s. They missed. This Exorcist gets hit by plasma. One of it gets hot, doesn't wound anyone, but the Exorcist is not damaged, and there are no assaults, and we're on to roll to see if the game ends. It does. The game ends. And we can score up.